Now, what attracted you to the Graham Company? Because watching you and seeing all that I think that you can do physically, you could have gone pretty much anywhere. I think you could have assimilated into a ballet company or gone into another style of modern dance. But what attracted you to Graham?
Well, I love all types of dance. You know, we trained at everything at New World. But Peter London was my Graham teacher in Miami, and he showed us a Graham video. I think it was like the first week of school or something, freshman year, and he showed us Aaron Into the Maze among other ballets. But I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I loved it. I thought it was just like, I had never seen anything like that before. And it really spoke to me, and just getting into the classwork and the technique, and it just was so real to me. It just really like spoke to my heart, and my body it feels very organic to me. So that really pulled me in. And then I went to summer intensives and winter intensives and learned a lot more. And the Graham Company came down to Miami a few times, so got that chance to see them live in action. They performed at our school. So
wow, that must have been really
it was great. It was great. And then senior year I auditioned and I got in. So
that's wonderful. So you're right out of school and right to work. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That means you were very focused on this.
I tried. I tried.
and you still do try. It's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear.
I try. It's a great place to be.
Now you're doing a Battle Guard.
Yes.
And you play the snake in
Yes.
Battle Guard, which is a great one.
I love it.
But even that whole concept, I mean, there's a certain amount of gender bending in that, and there's a certain amount of yin and yang and give and take, and the two women have a confrontation and an encounter, and the men have an encounter, and the whole bit. So she was really talking about a whole lot of things.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in that ballet, and we call it the soap opera.
Well, it is. Well, what I love is also how the simplicity of Noguchi's garden.
Yeah.
The trees with the vertical, literally leaves and branches, and the garden has a horizontal foliage, and the way he sets it up is so sparse that it does not block any of the action.
Yeah.
And then you can disappear into the pools literally in between, and then reappear.
No, it's really an awesome piece because you get everything. You get art. The dancing is art, and then you get the Noguchi pieces, and that's art, and the dance, and people are flying through the space and going in and out of the sets, and it's very much give you everything.
It's never a dull moment.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment, and there's always an interaction, and even if you're not dancing, you're still in your character on stage, and you're focused on something, and you're still there. Even if your back's to the audience, they can still feel you.
Well, she came from that era that the back spoke.
Yeah.
That even there's the power of stillness, the true genius and the power of stillness.
Yeah.
And it's really evident in what she does.
Yeah. It's great. I love that ballet.
Well, it's great. It's great. And so in this next season, I know you're back now, working again. So what are you looking forward to in the upcoming season?
Definitely in Battle Garden. That was something that I missed very much because before my injury, I was performing it a lot, and it became one of my favorite pieces. So I'm looking forward to performing that. Going back into Appalachian Spring.
And who are you in Appalachian Spring?
The Preacher.
Oh, how much fun!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's challenging though. It's very challenging. I've learned a lot from Janet, especially, and Denise Vale, our rehearsal director. But I remember a couple of years ago, Janet spoke to me and she said, you should talk to yourself while you're dancing, and
only while you're dancing.
Yes. Not on a regular basis, but to understand the character more and to understand the environment that you're in at that time, and going through the movements and through the space on stage, talk yourself through it. And it's very helpful, but it still is very challenging because I want to be as real as I can with the characters.
Well, but that role, not to cut you off,
No,
but that role, to me, all of dance is a language.
Yeah.
All it's communication. But he really communicates in a different way because he's got his four girls, his following, and then he's also kind of ministering to the new couple, putting them all into a state, and then he closes the ballet out, really.
Yeah.
He sets it up for them.
Yeah. No, he's definitely one of the main fixtures in the ballet, but I feel like it's very easy sometimes just for people to put on this kind of facade or acting, and that's really never been my style, and that's why I think I'm so attracted to the Graham work, because the movements alone feed you something. You don't have to put on a facade at all.
It's there.
So it's just talking my way through that character and how would I feel as a preacher with all these people following me and this new couple in front of me that's somewhat naive, and I'm trying to teach them, and so it's a lot there to work with. It's a great ballet.
And then again, this Noguchi, the simplicity of the set.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wonderful music.
Yeah.
When I hear there's a point in the Copland score when it just gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
It kind of gets quiet and then freezes.
There's definitely moments there where I'm standing on the rock and I'll hear the same part of the music each time, and I feel like I'm about to tear up. Because it's the spirit of just performing that work, and at least I know that I'm performing art, like a masterpiece.
That character. He's a young dancer, and he takes his time coming to the specificity of each character. But once he gets there, if you see his serpent in Embattled Garden and his preacher in Appalachian Spring, and now I hope his acrobat in Every Soul is a Circus, he really has very distinct and different characters for each one. Well, he's really developing into a wonderful artist because he's sensitive and he's intelligent about approaching the roles that he's doing, and he's just got great charisma on stage, besides a wonderful technique. So as part of our Inner Landscape season in March, we are bringing back a ballet that hasn't been seen in over 25 years called Every Soul is a Circus. It was the first work that Graham choreographed, where she began to talk about the inner landscape, and she, as the empress of the arena in this circus, created a circus world that represented her own psyche. And starring in it with her were Eric Hawkins and Merce Cunningham. We have a fabulous black and white film of the three of them, plus the chorus. In our season, Lloyd Knight is playing the Merce Cunningham role, and brings to it the certain spring. Merce had an incredible jump, and Lloyd certainly has that too, and a wry sense of humor that maybe not everybody knows about, but we're looking forward to showing
I
off.
see what you're able to do, and you have such a wonderful spirit about what you do. You're such a good person. So I'm wondering, what does the future hold for you? If you could describe what you want to go with.
I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I would like to do as much as I possibly can. I feel like that's what kind of makes a great, well-rounded dancer as well. It's just to be able to go into many different routes. So I want to continue. It's just right now I am in Graham, and I want to approach that with every inch, of goodness that I can, and just see what the future holds. I'm up for anything, but right now I'm definitely concentrated on just getting Graham's work out there and approaching it and giving it the best I can.